Vice, why's that lady in her underwear?
I fear we have greater issues to deal with.
Wait, is she a shade?
Hello and welcome to this unboxing and review. Today we're looking at a character from NieR Replicant, and this is the character Kainé, and this is a Set032 by SuperDuck, and this is normally sold as a separate, just basically the head sculpt and the costume. But I bought this a couple months ago. I haven't, just first chance I actually got to open this up, and it actually you could buy, like I said, this separately. I actually bought it as a set. So I actually bought it with this Phicen, or actually the TBLeague, they're known now as their seamless bodies. These are pretty good. We'll look at that here in a little bit, but you can see this is the S04B seamless body. That goes right with this particular costume for this character. So yeah, TBLeague is what they're known by. This is a silicone body, seamless body, 33 points of articulation, but we'll take a look at that later, and we'll look at the actual SuperDuck costume set of the character from NieR Replicant. And there it is, Set032. And you can see all the different costume pieces for this particular 1/6 scale figure. And the first thing we'll look at Emil's. This is a character, another character in NieR Replicant, and also the subsequent game. This character is actually shown in NieR Automata, another game I played and completed. I'm still right now and just started playing the NieR Replicant. Not just recently, so I'm still in the middle of playing that game. This game here that represents this particular character. So it's pretty nice. It's kind of unique. They put this kind of unique looking extra head sculpt, I guess, if you want to, instead of putting Kainé's normal head sculpt, you can put one of these on her if you want to, as you so desire. So yeah, definitely really unique looking. I don't want to say creepy, but definitely a really unique little character there. The aspect to it. So. But let's take a look at some of the items. This is kind of her showing her dress. This is kind of, we'll open it up here. But like I said, I've actually had this set. They came out with if you played NieR Automata, there was a DLC that the character 2B actually wore Kainé's this particular costume. And here is and I'll send a link on that video. I did a video on this particular costume for 2B. It came with the head sculpt for 2B, and you can see it's the same material. Just a nice little, I mean, it's almost, I don't want to say silk, but it's really nice and smooth. Almost like a, you can see it's stretchy, almost like a silk kind of material. But, you know, it's pretty smooth. And here is the other piece of it that actually goes on her arm, and that goes kind of over her shoulder and over her neck. So we'll kind of put that, we'll show you how that, we'll put that on a little later. But yeah, material is similar to SuperDuck's previous release with a 2B version of this. But this is actually the original character that adorned this particular costume. So, and then here's all the other little pieces here. Just like her underwear, and there's a stocking in there, a couple of stockings in there. So we'll open this up here, kind of show you. But as we progress through this video, this first time I'm going to actually show you putting all these different pieces on the seamless body. So if anybody's actually picked this up, is able to got it, and kind of curious, there's some tricks I'm going to show you how to put something like specifically this stocking, how to put it on the seamless body, because with the silicone, it can get kind of not smooth. That usually, now we'll discuss that as we progress in the video, and I'll show you the seamless body, exactly what I'm talking about, referring to that, how to put that stocking on, because it could be put against that. The silicone can be kind of tricky. I don't want to say tricky, but kind of rough to put it on. Here's the other stocking for the other leg, and there is her underwear, and those little grommets there. What you see down there, that little string. There's a way you can string that up. Now I'll kind of show you where to put this string. Kind of ties in there. So that's a little process there that can be kind of tricky if you try to put it in there. So I'll kind of show you real quick how that goes in there. And there is the other stocking. Nice little smooth material. Nice little pattern there. And here are her high heel shoes. And one thing I noticed in the last figure These shoes do not stay on very well when you put those stockings on, especially with you got the seamless feet. It does not, and I'll show you, it does not have to support the figure, I could say, because like seamless feet with one-piece feet, especially with these high heel shoes, they're notoriously to fall off. And I don't know, there's a way of actually trying to keep those on. You can put maybe clay or some kind of sticky stuff in it, but I don't want to do that and ruin the stockings. But yeah, it's just pretty fairly simple. Not a bad looking little high heel. Kind of, I would say, not really super high quality. I mean, it's kind of plastic, but it is what it is. And here are the different hand poses. And like I said, this is all similar to the first one, and I'm going to show you a comparison. There's one aspect I noticed on this release for this costume that's kind of different on the first one for the 2B version with the DLC that using Kainé as her costume. And I'll show that here at the very end of the video, the two differences I noticed. Yeah, just simple hand poses, just nothing spectacular. Decent paint app, I guess. And then this is another part that actually goes on her leg as well, kind of over her, I believe it's her left leg. If I can see if I can find where the opening is, where the little flap is, and there it is right there. So all these little, I'll pull them out here. You'll see these little, I'll say those little, well, let's just take a look at this first. I mean, it's a real nice print. You can kind of see there is little, I won't say it's a little embossed, a little raised up a little bit. There's a little texture. You can kind of feel it. It's kind of hard to show in the camera, but it's almost like it's kind of raised. It does have a little texture on it. It's a nice little print on there. So it's almost like they use like some kind of ink or whatever. I don't know what kind of material they use to print that pattern, but it's definitely a nice little feel to it. And here are the little straps that go around her. They're kind of pre-buckled, thankfully, and they're different sizes, so kind of they go up her shin, and the wider one goes on the top. And I'll kind of show you what it looks like once you put everything together on this figure. But yeah, it's like a fake little pleather, and I can tell the buckle is probably, it's kind of hard to tell really if it's metal or plastic, but decent looking size. And there's all the other ones, and we won't look at those. We'll look at those later when we put it on. Here is her weapons, her two swords, and they do feel pretty light, so they're actually made of plastic. And actually the chain itself, it's like probably I feel like I don't know, it feels almost like I mean, that's even actually almost really light plastic. Almost feels like, I don't know if it's like alloy, or metal. But yeah, everything, paint app looks pretty decent on it. I mean, just a nice little sword, one of her primary weapons in the game. So I've gotten to the point of the game where, as you saw at the very beginning of the video, I got the introduction of this character, and I haven't got a chance any further in the game to actually, I know she plays a prominent role, and I know there's a way you can actually play her as a character in the game, because it's a male protagonist, the main character you play at the beginning. But I think there's several endings on this game as well, so to be able to play her, you got to do one. So here is a head sculpt, and it's definitely a pretty looking figure. Definitely really nice head sculpt of the character. I like that little flower. Yeah, she just definitely a great looking little head sculpt there. And like I said, the thing about Super Duck, unique about Super Duck, a lot of their head sculpts are really, really attractive. They do their head sculpts really nice. I mean, every one I've either got to with my other 1/6 scale figures in the seamless body line, Super Duck head sculpts, they're always in the pale category, skin category, but they're very pretty, very nice looking, attractive head sculpts. And here we're gonna take a look at the TBLeague, and you can see it's a large bust, it's a pale skin in the SL04B body type. There's different bodies that go with each of these they recommend to go with these that'll fit in these costumes, and this is the one they recommended. Like I said, you can buy this separately, but I just bought it as a set. Let's take a look at the instruction sheet that TBLeague always includes with these figures, because they are 33 points of articulation. there are some limitations. You can articulate, and it's got a stainless steel skeleton underneath a medical grade silicone, and they do have limitations. You can see it to the right. Caution not how to pose the figure, and then all the different ways you can actually properly pose the figure. So it's a very nice, flexible, seamless body. They're pretty big in the 1/6 scale market, this type. And there it is. A great looking silicone body, and is indeed, as you can see, it is squishy up there. But yeah, it's a great looking figure. You can see these things got good realism to them, and they are definitely got some good articulation and posing, as you'll see a little later near the end of the video. Let's take a look at the underwear. As mentioned earlier, these little grommets, this little string. I can use a tweezer here. It's kind of hard. I mean, they've got at the very end is really nice. You can actually put them in, but it was a little difficult to get them in, but into those grommets. So that's what you do. Just kind of string it up, and that's kind of what it looks like after you string it. And you can cut the end, but I'll probably just tie it just like that. There it is. If you want to take a look and freeze frame it and see how the pattern, how you do it. And the next step, we'll take off the hands that come with the seamless body. Pop those out. They're pretty easily, since it's stainless steel. Another thing about these bodies, they've got this cornstarch or this baby powder, what do you want to call, to keep the dirt off. And there's a pad, and you can buy it separately. These don't come with the figures, the powder. But what I would do usually to make the costumes go on sometimes more smoothly and easier on these silicone bodies, because they can be kind of sticky. Even though it does have a powder at the factory, I usually put some more of this cornstarch, whatever it is, and to kind of get these on fully to get them on easier on the arm, for you can say. So, but that is kind of for timing. We'll do the same thing with the stocking. We'll put some of this cornstarch or whatever it is. I don't think it's baby powder, but we'll put some more on her leg here, so we can get that stocking on there more easily and kind of smooth, because they can get kind of, if these don't have this smooth, these can get really, I'll say, sticky, kind of really difficult challenge to put these clothing on these type of figures. So this little trick I'm going to do, you can see here, it's a straw. It's like, why does he have a straw? So quick and fastest, easiest way that I've learned how to do this and seen it. I think I've seen it once before, but basically just put the inside out of the stocking, kind of put it inside the straw. Because like I said, if you try to put it in just normally, it is a struggle. It can be a struggle to really get that stocking on this silicone body here. So this is a quick trick. Put it over the straw, and then make sure it's inside out. Put that foot right in there. Just kind of put it as far as you can in there. Just kind of get it really in there, and then basically just inside out. Just kind of start pushing the stocking towards the foot. Kind of get it all the way in there, because it's difficult. I've done it without it the first time, and try to get it in. There it is, right there. It's just nice, smooth, and pretty simple. And like I said, it makes it go quicker to put these stockings on these silicone bodies, because it's not a hard plastic where you just slide it right in there. There is some resistance, as you can see, and just for timing, I won't show the whole thing on there, but there it is right there. It's on. So much faster than normally. Like I said, I just sped it up for editing. And then again, we'll do the same thing with the other leg to put the other stocking on. The other stocking is not as bad, but still, you might want to use the same trick with the straw, inside out, pop it right in there, and then make sure you get the very end right over her heel there, and then just kind of push it back in there. So make sure that, because that's one of the hardest part too, is to get that end of that stocking or whatever foot into the foot, just like that. So just so simple and quick and fast and easy. So hopefully that little trick will help you out. Like I said, if you want to use a tweezer to just get the stocking just right, kind of just like that. So that's it. So yeah, that's a nice little trick that hopefully will be helpful for someone who's putting stockings on or whatever, lingerie, whatever, on their figures. And then again, put that right in there. It's kind of stretchy, so that was not too bad. And then we're going to put on her top. And there's a lot of little strings there, trying to figure what goes where. And so you just kind of put that string just like that, right over that. And then for timing, I'll kind of edit and kind of show you here. And it's kind of stretchy, so it's pretty nice. The string there's got some flexibility. And then get her over her bosom there. you really want to get that black line, and I'm going to put that thing over her neck post right there first. But you'll see the black where the splits up there where I'm doing. I'm trying to get that little black seam right there, right underneath her bosom, I guess you could say. So it's just kind of, I'm just kind of working it right there. So it's got a nice stretch, so you don't have to worry about too bad about breaking something on that or snapping something off. So, but yeah, that's how you get that top on, just like that. We'll kind of push it more, get that black part underneath. So yeah, that's the proper way to do it. Yeah, just make sure you kind of, what's great about it, like I said, there's a lot of flexibility in there, a lot of squishiness, you can say. So, but yeah, you can just get it right under there. So that little bottom part right there goes underneath. And then the back, there's a little hook there, and it goes right into the other part to connect the back of the top on, just like that. And there it is. So, and here we're going to put the little straps on. And like I said, I skipped the part about, there's the other part right there you can see with the pattern. I just put that right over the stocking, which was not as bad as actually putting it against the silicone skin of the actual seamless body. So you just kind of put the widest one up first. And one thing about these, the only thing I like about these, they actually end up falling down. They're not super tight, so you got to adjust them every once in a while. So they're just a little bit loose on there. And then now we're going to put the hand in there. It takes a little finagling. And if you want to, there's another trick you could do with the hair dryer or with the just kind of heat that up, the plastic, and you can pop it in there really easier. That's another little trick too, using a heat blow dryer or a heat gun. But use a heat gun, make sure you keep it in a low setting. Don't melt anything there. And then we're going to put her on her high heels. And like I said, these do not stay on very well. They will stay on, but once you put it on, they'll fall right off and stuff. Like I said, there's no friction, major friction, that with those stockings and everything like that, they're just kind of on there, and they will fall off if you move the figure, pose the figure more around and stuff. And that's the only other drawback with these high heels. They're not super tight fitting, and with that stocking. And then now we're going to put on the head sculpt just like that. Great looking figure. There's the entirety. And then this next part, we'll do a 360 real quick, kind of show you maybe some poses of what the figure looks like all put together. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just a great, fantastic little set. Once you got the seamless body with the actual costume, everything is really nicely well made, except for some limitations. Like I said, the little straps around on her left leg, like I said, they can fall down after a while because they're not super tight around around her leg right there. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm pretty satisfied with this overall figure itself, and especially the head sculpt. It's just a pretty head sculpt. Just very nicely well done. You kind of see we'll just do one more, and then we'll kind of go through here and look at some more close-ups. We'll kind of get a close-up look of the actual figure with the head sculpt put on, and even the paint application on that head sculpt. You can see it again. It's just really nice. Even the lips got a little gloss. And even the eyes, they even got the little gloss effect on there. This comparison to be on the left is the original one that came out. And what's the difference? You can see the stocking on the left is a little bit different. You can kind of see I don't know why the quality, so I'm not exactly sure the one on the right may be better. But appreciate you for sticking it around. Thank you for watching the video. Hope it was helpful. Please do consider subscribing. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit the dislike if you don't like it. And until the next one, take care.